Women glorify being hoes now.
Well, they say the final step for the women, because women want to be equal with men. That's where we at. We're in this hypergamy. Women want to be equality, feminism. And the first step was removing the man from the home, right? Now they the head of household. And then they got their education and income together, right? So now the final step in becoming a man in their mind is being sexually liberated. And a woman cannot be sexually liberated. You are being penetrated. You cannot let many men fuck on you like men can, do what they do and move through life. Women gonna carry that baggage with them. So
it's standard.
I still see that.
Listen, man, all of that equality talk, I say all of the time, women, they all want equal rights, except for when it comes to paying bills. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, we want to be able to do what men can do. It's like, okay, well, why is it such a problem when you feel like I've had conversations with women, they be like, I'd rather pay 100% of my bills than go 50-50 with a man.
That's insane.
And I don't understand.
That's insane.
See, you know why that standard has changed? Or why they at the end of the day, this shit
we inherited that
control, man. All out control. Why we gotta fight this uphill battle for our nature, man?
We inherited that, bro. Black men inherited that.
What you mean by that?
Black people inherited that. Not just financially, knowledgeable debt, stability, all of that. Yeah, I mean, so yeah. When you say that women want to be equal, they don't want to be equal. They want to be on the same playing field, but they only want equality when it's beneficiary. They play victim. They play victim when it also benefits as well.
Well, and then we talked about the whole feminist thing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the whole feminist movement was white women tricking black women into, hey, you don't need your man. But you never hear white women talk about they don't need their man. Never ever hear that. So it's like they put this.
You don't see any other nationality other than African American. Not Africans, not white Americans. No other nationality other than African American talking about I don't need a man.
Real talk. Because them same white women, they'd be feminists, but they'd line up to go vote for Trump. They don't give a fuck. They vote for Trump, and they know they make sure they're doing the right thing by their men at all times.
And they man can be a cab driver, and they still gonna submit to that man.
Hold up, bro. Because cab drivers make a lot of money, bro.
Well, I'm just saying.
Cab drivers make a lot of money, and I only know this because I work for Yellow Cab.
But I'm just saying
they could be standing out front of Home Depot, motherfucker.
You heard how many times I said I was a broke nigga, right? When I was a cab driver, I felt like a rich nigga.
But your average black woman, she gonna be like, okay, well, baby, when you gonna think about owning the cab company? She's not going to be happy.
You drive a cab, bro. If you do it the right way, you can own a cab company, bro.
I feel you.
Just got to do it the right way.
I feel you, but the white woman, she gonna be okay, baby. You would drive cabs. You bring her home X amount of dollars. We're able to live a decent life. She ain't worried about him owning that shit. But it's like as a black man, it's like you always got to do more. Damn, are you ever motherfucking satisfied? Can I satisfy you?
Man,
just doing my regular goddamn job. And that's no bash to black women because I love them to death more than anything. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, sometimes I feel like a black man just can't ever do enough.
I felt that, brother. Spoke to my spirit. I appreciate that.
I think our value said, Serge. I remember you said that a black woman wouldn't be out there with her man standing on the side of the road or some shit getting out the mud. And I'll tell you what, lately,
never suffer.
Man, I've been seeing like Mexican brothers and maybe even some white brothers out there with their old lady. They selling roses on other sides of the street, and you're never in your life quote me. You never in your life see a fucking black man and a black woman standing outside together in harmony doing any fucking thing.
I'm gonna correct you. Not black.
Unless it's arguing.
African American.
You know what I'm saying?
African American.
There you go.
Africans will do it. I believe an African woman and an African man will do that. African Americans?
Yep.
No.
I ain't standing out there with you, nigga.
Because an African American woman knows that she has welfare to fall back on.
There you go.
Welfare has became the black woman's man. We ain't shit.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about Section 8. That nigga can't be there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take that shit.
You talk about food stamps. You talk about all of that shit.
He better
not
be
about
on
government. Any type of any of that, bro.
They have eliminated us, man.
He better not be on that fucking lease.
Hey, that Section 8 stuff, did any of y'all ever live through? If y'all had a mom and you had a stepdad or whatever, and Section 8 came through the house? They remember they do checkup?
It actually worked different now. If he's already on the lease and they're in it for like a family, it worked a little bit different.
Okay.
I may be wrong.
I
may be wrong. I might just know some people that just dealt with the situation just how you talked about, Willie, like you talking about it. They just dealt with it accordingly, just like that.
I remember seeing my stepdaddy run out the back door. Wop, got hightail, a grown ass man.
And you gotta hide.
I definitely done seen that happen before.
You better hide.
You gotta hide all his clothes in the closet. You gotta hurry up and throw them all in the garbage bag. You gotta throw all his clothes in the garbage bag and put that bitch next to the garbage can.
Real shit.
I always so with my show, of course, it's me and I have a woman on my show. So I'm always interested in when we have these conversations that we're having now, what the woman's point of view is from everything it is that we just said.
Speak, my kind sister.
I agree with Sergio. It's about the African American woman, I think. I'm not really deep into you guys' culture yet, so I can't really say. But I feel like women from my country, yeah, they'll be faithful to a guy who's not really, making that much. We believe in building with or men.
Well, I'm sorry. Where exactly are you from?
Jamaica.
Okay. Now, Jamaicans don't really have an issue with, like, you guys aren't being told to stay away from Black American men, are you? Because I know, okay. Because I know, like, in a lot of African cultures, they are being told stay away from the Akadas. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to deal with us at all. So I wasn't sure if that's something that you heard growing up.
They'll call you nigga faster than a white man.
Yeah. For sure.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's cool.
So, yeah, what were you saying, though, Sheena?
Yeah, I'm saying, so I can't really say much on what you guys were saying, but I think I agree with, from the little that I know or I've seen, especially with the music nowadays, everybody's fuck a nigga, I don't need this, So, I don't know, it's rough for you guys.
But
and then it goes back to the podcast where you're probably going to have to find a lady that's not within your culture, maybe.
That's a good point, too. Yeah.
So, okay.
And by culture, she don't mean stepping outside of your color or not even necessarily African American. It's just something that you're not used to. Like Aliquippa has its own culture. You might need to move to Atlanta to get somebody from an Atlanta culture.
Now, see, I seen you guys had a show about that. Do you need to leave? Is that what it was about? Do you need to leave your hometown or whatever the case is to find your forever mate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people need to.
I feel like, what I'm saying, and I don't want to go back to your old show because I didn't get a chance.
No, go ahead. Touch on it.
But I'm just saying, I feel like, like when you go to college, you could be whoever you want to be. You know what I'm saying? You could have been the biggest hoe in your city, and I would never know it. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I felt like I would probably always be with somebody who I had some kind of connections to growing up, whether it's I maybe didn't know you personally, but I knew somebody in your family, somebody who could vouch for what kind of person you are, you know what I'm saying? So I think for me personally, it may be a little difficult for me to, go out to California for 6 months and then find my wife in California, because it's just so much unknown. I just don't know, you know what I mean? So that's just my take on it.
I want to make his point. Like I for sure know some women that are currently married, and I know for sure that their husbands couldn't imagine some of the stuff they did in college. I know for sure. But so I never thought about that, man. But you're right, the unknown, because the unknown could be a whole motherfucker. I promise you.
And so you say you would rather know than not know?
Well, no, I never thought about that way. My take on it was I thought it was the best idea to go and venture far to get your spouse. But what he just said, it makes sense going against my point. Because, you don't know, like I said, you move across the country, you don't know what that person's been into.
What they say, what you don't know won't hurt you.
And
then, like 100% false.
But here goes the thing, though. Like,
I agree. If what you don't know don't hurt you, but once you know, now you got to do something about it. So I agree.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, here goes the thing. Like,
dude, you gotta. You're either gonna whine about it, cry about it, be hurt about it, be depressed. You're gonna be something about it.
Not necessarily.
The whole.
Because everybody grows. So, like, here goes the thing. Here goes the thing. Like, just to respond from my different perspective. I'm a guy that used to be a hoe. Me personally, I used to be a hoe. So you telling me that my future wife has to think about or has to worry about my past? Not saying that she shouldn't, but that's what she should be worried about. Because I've grown from. I'm not the same person as the person I was in my past.
I think it's different. I think when it comes to sexual relations with men, I feel like most women are under the impression that majority of us used to fuck a lot of women. And they're not too much worried about that. That's how I feel. But now if you was on some whole other shit, it's like, you done been to jail for, you got 4 or 5 bodies on you, but that's not who you are no more. She may be a little hesitant to, or maybe you used to beat on your women and now you're not like that no more. That may be something that she think about and be like, man, he may relapse and whoop my ass. You know what I mean? Like,
Wait, you said he went to prison.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if it was a man who went to prison for whatever it may be, that may be a part of his. That may be a part of his past that she's not able to deal with for whatever he went for.
Okay, so are we saying that if a woman has had a train ran on her and the culprits, you like, it's cool because I know.
No.
Is that what we saying?
I couldn't be. This is why I will have to date outside of my culture. I would be okay. I ain't gonna say I'll be okay. I would be more okay. I would be more okay knowing that she got a train ran on her if I didn't know who it was, versus me being okay that you got a train ran on you and it's Joe Schmo down the street, even though it was 20 years ago.
You said you would rather know, though. Y'all said y'all would rather know.
No, I didn't say I would rather know.
Oh.
I said I'm not judging your past. Me personally, I'm not going to go digging. I'm not going to go digging about your past. Your time, our relationship starts from the time I meet you till the time I decide to cut you off. What you did to everybody else got nothing to do with me, because your relationship with everybody else ain't your relationship with me. What you do, you might be a thief who steals from everybody, but you might love me enough to not steal from me. Now, do I trust that you're not going to steal from me? If I know you're a thief, fuck no, I don't trust you that you're not going to steal from me. But does that mean you're going to steal from me? There's a possibility you won't.
But the fact in my mind that I feel like you might would cause me, like, I'm not even going to go down that road.
Which is why I would rather not know.
Until she steal from you.
Because if she never steal from me, then what?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know, it's a thin line, man. But I do feel like people's past I'm not saying you have to completely judge them off of it, but I do feel like it plays a role in who you end up with.
Humans are creatures of habit.
Correct.
So I agree with you. People's past do matter. And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say people's past don't matter. I'm going to say I'm not going to go digging in your past.
I feel
because
that.
everything, if you haven't changed from your past, then it's going to show. The same. If you still the same person that you was in your past, I'm not as naive as I was and I used to be.
So
it's going to show.
As men, are we checking phones?
I have before.
Hell no.
Learn my lesson. Never again, cuz.
Hell
my
no.
lesson, dog.
What you do that for, Serge?
Bro, I was young and dumb. I was 23 years old.
Okay, granted. I grant you that.
23 years old. I was dealing with an old head. Motherfucker had me, bro. She had me on the ropes, cuz.
But do you think you may get it
on the ropes?
You may get an itch to see, like, is she really who she tell me she is?
No, bro. It was more like, bitch, I know you lying.
Hold up.
I know you lying.
Wow. Why the fuck go through for the fuck what? Why go through a phone? Why go through a phone? For what? For what?
At that time, I was young and dumb.
That's dumb. Ask her. Say, bitch, is you cheating? What you doing? Ask her. Look,
now, if she's lying to you about that,
then what?
And then
you can tell a motherfucker lying. You know what? I could tell somebody lying.
No, you can't, bro. Not this day and age. These motherfuckers are trained assassins.
Right. I've been out there for 10 years, motherfucker. You're right.
I didn't been lying.
What is they, Serge?
Trained assassin liars. They get trained to manipulate you, bro.
Okay.
And they're good at it. And they're good.
They're gonna tell you. Women is trained to tell you what you want to hear.
Hey, listen, I have a lot of women associates, so I be seeing how the game go.
Bruh.
So I just be like, damn, this is how y'all get down for real.
Bruh, I got a great relationship with my sisters. Bruh. You got sisters, Willie? You better start talking to them.
Oh, I know.
Oh no, hold up. Never mind. You ain't gotta worry about it, Willie. You got your wife, but anybody that's watching this, if you got sisters, I hope you got a great relationship. Believe what your sister tell you, guys, because they telling you the truth. Them motherfuckers do that shit.